Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to meet Tina here. How's everyone's doing? Happy Saturday. Well, Saturday today. So happy Saturday to everyone. Those who have followed me, just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for, being my support, support this channel all this time. And those who are just new and just listen to this video, this talk, thank you for being here. Please do not forget to subscribe, click like, and share this video. Today, I'm so delighted, very delighted to invite one of my dear friend, Yuson Shin. Let me tell you guys a little bit about her first. She is a very, very amazing, powerful metaphysical teacher, healer, and also an author of 5 books. Let me tell you some of these books that she's written, and you can grab on Amazon.com. She's really good. First one is Holistic 22 Expert, Holistic Practitioners, help you heal your mind and spirit in a new way. Another book is Manifestations, the true story bringing the imagined into reality. Whispers from the Heart, listen to your gentle guide within. Soul Warrior, accessing realms beyond the veil. And the last one is The Empath Effect, powerful stories of love and courage. Guys, pick up those books. I'm going to put links of the Amazon underneath the description. So let's welcome Yuson Shin. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you. Hello, Yuson. She's also a founder of Shin Healing Arts. So Yuson, let's welcome Yuson. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Tina, for having me. I love just connecting with you all the time. You were my very first intuitive teacher, and I'm so grateful that you led me down this path. My life has forever changed.
Well, you're already gifted, Yuson. When I first met you, I was just like, wow, this lady can see a Akashic record. She connected. She has a great vision. She's so accurate. And I knew you're going to go far and amazing. My God, look at you. Guys, quickly, I'm going to show you her website, okay? You're going to need to check out her website because it's amazing how many, many healing classes she teaches here, all right? So this is Shin Healing Arts. So just go to yusonshin.com, all right, to see that. Now, just look at the services that she's offered alone. She's offered so many different services here. I'm going to move the screen here. Healing session. I know she does a lot of healings here. Intuitive reading, which is amazingly accurate. You got to try her out. Medium reading, mediumship. Oh my God, I remember she was so accurate. She can see spirit quite well. And she offered a lot of private coaching classes, a lot of intuitive development classes. Healing methods here. Check this out. Bangston method, Akashic healing, medical intuitive, medical medium, karma cleansing, Reiki healing, different type of healing. She does archangels and Kundalini healing Reiki also.
Which I learned from Tina.
But she's very good though. She's very, very amazing. Not many people have graduated from that. So you are one of like the best teacher to go to. 5D quantum healing. Well, I'm going to ask about that, Yuson. Okay. IET. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Quantum touch. I heard about that. Access bars and Garcia energetics. Oh my gosh, Yuson, you are just multi-dimensional talented here. And that's amazing, Now she also offer workshops, Yuson, you're gonna have to share with us when you are going to be offering, because I know you have a lot of students that attend your seminars. Level 1, activate intuition and healing power. Okay, and level 2, she teaches also manifestation and abundance. Guys, not only workshop she's using, she also hosts, which I have heard about this, Bangston Energy Healing workshop. All right, so post comment if you have any questions about all these healings and intuitive classes that you would like to learn from her, anything, just post the comments. I'm going to bring her back and talk about different healings as well. All right, so Yuson, welcome again. Oh my God, just happy to see you. It's been a long time. So tell me about I was asking you about medical intuitive, about mediumship and Akashic record. Tell us about, like, throughout your practice, what has been profound experience for you, with your clients or, with your student that you have taught. So let's begin with the medical intuitive. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually very difficult to separate like medical mediumship with Akashic records because I have so many tools in my tool chest that I usually combine so many different things. But I think the overarching theme of everything is healing. So that we can be our best and we can be the most complete in the way we feel, in the way we act, in what we want, and get it as quickly as possible. So that's what drives me. That's what excites me, to help people in that way.
Mm. So let's talk about Akashic then. I know Akashic has been a very, very popular subject for the longest time, but now it seems to be like a lot more people talk about it. So
Mhm.
tell us in your experience, what Akashic experience has been like to you when you go in, access Akashic. What is it that you have experienced in the Akashic library?
So I'm sure everyone knows what the Akashic Records is. So maybe we don't need to explain that. What do you think?
Maybe for some, because I'm sure there'll be some people who just still new.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, some people still new. And then I believe this video will be kind of subtitled in English too. So there are people that now listening from different part of the world and it's still new to them. Just for example, some part I noticed that 8 years ago when I went to Thailand, a lot of people are not familiar with metaphysics stuff.
Hmm.
So when I was teaching chakras and all that stuff, they were like, what is that? Never heard of it before. But
Yeah.
now they are much more open because of awakening time that we have right now. So yes, Yuson, please explain that to some
Yes.
new beginners. Mhm.
So again, my first introduction to Akashic Records was with you, and the Akashic Records is just a collection of all of the information that's ever happened in our universe. And each soul, each person, whether you believe in past lives or not, it has a record of all of their lives and all of their experiences, thoughts, feelings, collected in their soul book. And so I access their soul book, and what I do that's different from most Akashic readers is, Akashic readings can look like just a regular psychic reading, but I go a step further and I clear something that comes out of past lives or your past, that is getting in the way. It's obstructing your path. And so, negative patterns, things like that, I just clear it. And it's amazing when you clear, how quickly people can get what they want, because they keep kind of like banging their head against the wall, doing the same thing, that isn't very helpful. And once you clear that from, their past lives, ancestors, or even their, recent past, it's very, very profound and impactful.
So let's see, I actually know someone that keep bringing the same old pattern in her life. I remember she asked some psychic, like, hey, when am I going to be able to find a relationship? Right.
Hmm.
And one intuitive told her that she kept having this pattern coming up.
Right.
How would you help her with the Akashic? Would you just go into her past life reading? Is that what it is, Yuson, to
So
clear her?
sometimes we have soul contracts with certain people, and sometimes like there's a certain type of experience that we just can't seem to get away from. That's why some people tend to date the same person over and over again, even though it may not be the same person, but they have the same energy. And it's probably someone that isn't really helpful and meant to be in a long lasting happy relationship.
Mhm.
So once you clear that, they can move forward, but they have to learn their lesson. And so I get to check to see if, the soul contract can be canceled. So, and that will like negate like the repetitive pattern.
Mhm.
And they can go on and find their true love. They can find a happy relationship. They can find a healthy relationship
So you can cancel the contract in the Akashic library.
if they've learned their lesson. That's the
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I have to direct this video to her and watch that. Now let's go into the mediumship.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell us more about mediumship, you saw, because there's a lot of people, especially now with a lot of people passed on, with COVID pandemic. I'm sure a lot of people are more and more interested it has always been a big interest, but now it's probably a lot more because of a lot of death is happening.
Yeah.
What did you do with the mediumship? I mean, how would it benefit a person who comes to you for this reading or for this? What do you get for them?
Yeah, so even mediumship goes under the healing umbrella.
Mm.
Sometimes it's so healing to just connect again with a loved one, and you may not have had the opportunity for closure to say goodbye. And so that's really, really healing and impactful. Or, just to like get the feeling of them being close to you again can also be healing, because there are times when we know that they live on, but we miss their bodies. We miss hugging them. We miss like feeling them close. And it's validation when you can bring their loved one close and they can actually feel that energy as well. And so one of the most impactful, I think, healing readings that I did mediumship wise is a client came to me, and she asked, and she just threw out a name, and I had no idea. So I just opened up my awareness to the other side. And this person kind of was like hesitant to come forward, but I could feel him. And I said, he's taking responsibility for his own life, for taking his own life. And he was a little hesitant to come forward because it wasn't something that he was super proud of. But he did want to come forward and say, I'm okay. Because a lot of people have, like, because of religious upbringings, have this preconceived notion that you go to a bad place, that, you're the worst case scenario, you're burning in hell or whatever it is.
Yes.
And it's not the case. They are safely on the other side. They are going through their life lessons on the other side, so that they don't repeat the whole taking their own life type of thing, and seeing what they've learned. And when they come back, they want to say, I'm okay, I'm learning what my mistakes are, and I'm continuing my schooling on the other side. So it gives people a lot of relief and comfort to hear that they're okay.
Closure, right?
Exactly.
That's what I feel.
And the interesting thing is, this person like passed away, and it was right before his service that he came forward. Like, it was so fresh and recent.
Wow. That's amazing. That must be a lot of healing for the loved ones then, huh, Yuson?
Absolutely. It all is under the healing umbrella.
Wow. Now, speak of healing umbrella, you do so much. I mean, so many variety of healing umbrella. Which method do you pick and choose, and why? I mean, are they different? Much different in each one?
They are different. I tend to do kind of a blend of all these different things that I like and what I'm comfortable with. But each thing directs me to use certain methods, and certain methods are good for specific things. So the method that I use, like, consistently with every person that I work with, is the Bankston method. So it's the only method that's been scientifically tested over and over again to cure cancer in mice.
Wow.
And, I mean, this sounds terrible, but they would re-inject the mice with cancer and the mice would be immune. So it's very effective healing technique. It's also an amazing manifestation technique. And I wish more people knew about it.
Not a lot of people know about it.
Exactly. And I felt so strongly about it that I invited Dr. Bankston to do his workshop and teach this every year. And with COVID, it's been on Zoom, but I'm hoping that it's going to be in person again someday.
Well, when it's going to be the next one, do you have like any kind of idea what date it's going to be?
Yeah, not quite yet. So they're trying to set up their next year's travel schedule or teaching schedule, but it'll probably be around February or March.
Okay, so if students want to attend this event, what will they learn from this Bengston technique?
Yeah, they'll learn just the basics, and it's very, very simple actually. But there's so much science behind it because Dr. Bengston is actually a doctor of sociology, but he's considers himself a skeptic, and so he tries to scientifically test like each one of his hypotheses and test this healing practice to see the efficacy. Like, does it matter if you believe or not believe? And he's proven that it doesn't matter. He's taught non-believers how to do the simple thing, and they can also cure their mice full of cancer. So
Wow, that's amazing. I heard about Bengston too, and I heard it's very, very effective and powerful. But I was like, when I look at your website, I'm like, oh my God, she's also hosting Dr. Bengston as well. That's amazing.
yeah.
Guys, if you're interested in Bengston healing technique, please go to Yuson's website. Do you have like where people can subscribe your newsletter so you can make announcement, Yuson, on your website?
Yeah, if you go to my website, you can ask for additional information. I believe it's info@yusonshin.com or shinhealingarts.com. I own both of those. So, yeah.
Now, it would be nice that you do in live person. I probably end up going and attend that workshop when you
that would be
organize.
great.
Yeah, yeah, you let me know, please. It's kind
Okay.
of cool to experience in life. Now, Yuson, you were talking about mediumship before, different part of healing and Akashic, where people have to learn the lesson through your work, years of work that you've been doing this and teaching and working with your clients. What are the common lessons that people have to learn that you have noticed?
I think the most common thing is, there's a connection between mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and in order to have your best life, it's so essential to clear all of those. So, sometimes you think that you're okay in one area, but you're kind of burdened in another area. And so in order to get physical health, you need to actually clear all of those things. And so I do a variety, like I make sure that like people come out squeaky clean after each session, because that's the only way to experience their best life. And sometimes it comes off in layers. It's not a one session and you're, hallelujah.
Would that be nice? Just like magic wand.
Exactly. So, but I think that's the thing. We need to think of ourselves as, multiple facets of one whole, and we need to clear all of those areas.
Now, do you usually do clearing privately, one-on-one, or you usually do offer clearing as a group or like a family group? Because I'm sure all this karmic issue or contract is dealt between groups of people, right? So how would you prefer to work with, like, let's say, family issue? Would you ask the client to bring the whole family together, or you just work with your one client one-on-one?
I have done group healings, but I found it's more impactful because everyone has their own point of view about what they've experienced. And so you need to go on an individual basis sometimes. And that is usually the most effective, because two people can experience the same thing and come out with completely different conclusions.
Right, exactly. Now, Yuson, through your experiences, people are working with different beings, maybe higher self or angels, or who do you work with? Some people may want to ask that question. Who you work with? Yes.
Well, my mom always asks, like, are you working in the light? Are you working with God energy? Because she's very Christian. And the answer is yes. That's my core belief. I come from a Christian background. I believe I get my gifts and everything from source, from God, whatever you want to call it. It has different names, universe. And I have worked with people's higher selves. I've worked with their loved ones in spirit. I've worked with their guides. I also work with angels, archangels. Sometimes I have two angels that actually work with me, and they'll pop up when they know that the recipient would be open to working with them, and they'll offer their services. So, and I never know when that is.
And which are those two angels you work with,
They,
Yuson?
I don't know their names, but they always pop up. And it really is dependent on who I'm working with and if they're ready to work with angelic beings for healing.
Wow. It's amazing to hear that you're Christian and then you're doing this work, because I think, yeah, I think it's like a breakthrough for a lot of people now that just kind of like, it doesn't matter if you're Christian, you still be able to do this work because I think back in the day, in being Christian, you're not even allowed to do this psychic, How was your mom's reaction when you first start doing this work? Because you mentioned that your mom asked you.
It freaks her out a little bit. And it's taken her a little while to get used to it and wrap her brain around it. But, I think she knows that I help people, and I help people with, source energy, God energy. And that's where I get my guidance and, get my intuitive work. And that's my inspiration. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, because I thought about that too, since she asked you, who do you work with? Now, you sound quickly, and because I'm just kind of fascinated with your work on your healing here, I'm going to go
Mhm.
back to your website again. Okay, kind of wanted to share with the audience too, because a lot of people are into the healing as
Mhm.
well as wanting to know how to heal themselves because some people still get stuck. I mean, a lot of people are talking about Earth separated into 3D and 5D, and people were asking about, hey, how do I get on 5D, things like that. So I've seen some of the healing technique that you offer here. Okay, we just talk about Bangston. All right. Now there's a few things that I saw here. 5D quantum healing. What is it? Can you
Mhm.
explain just a little bit? I know you have it here, but I would like for you to verbally just give a short description of this healing.
Yeah, 5D quantum healing is it actually is more shamanic. So it utilizes some of the other things that aren't seen and clearing things in that way from their body, from our bodies, from our auric fields, and making sure that, it doesn't get stuck and create um, emotional or physical issues.
Ah, nice. What
Yeah.
about IET here? I think I have seen this healing before.
Actually, IET utilizes angelic energy as well.
Wow, awesome, awesome. People love angels,
Yeah.
angel healing is amazing. And you work
hmm
with angels a lot,
Yeah,
right? It's amazing. Yeah.
I do. Really, really, they speak to me, and their energy is just so powerful, but yet soft, and it's gentle and nice to work with. So, but IET has set protocols on how to heal using that energy. So I don't always use the protocols, but I use the energy.
Oh, perfect.
Mhm.
Is there like a different level of the energy, the power of energy or the strength of energy that you use on different technique you on?
I think the most powerful is when you combine archangel energy
Mm-hmm.
and along with source energy, because nothing's more powerful than source.
True, true. Quantum touch, what is it?
So that's also a healing technique that you're not utilizing your own personal energy. A lot of healers actually say, healing depletes them.
Yeah.
Um, quantum touch actually uses energy from source, and also um, like there's a way to incorporate earth energy as well. So it uses like energy outside of ourselves so that we're never depleted. And it's just allowing that energy to come in and do the healing work. And
So
there's
do you touch the client? You have to touch a client with this technique or an energetic touch?
You can, but the actual physical touch isn't necessary. And that's kind of like I bend the rules to kind of using the knowledge
Mhm.
to utilize some of the techniques, but not quite the way their protocols call for.
So since it's called quantum touch, it's starting to make me think, what's the difference between Reiki touch and hand healing? Because Reiki is kind of popular, right? And you do that Reiki as well. So what's the difference between the Reiki and the quantum touch, Yuson?
Well, I think they're very similar. Reiki actually uses the power of the symbols, right?
Uh-huh.
And so quantum like bypasses the symbols. I think a lot
That's
of
so
the
much better.
yeah. So I think a lot of the energies actually tap into the same source, but use it in different protocols. It's the protocols that are different.
I see, got you. Access bars. What is that?
Mhm. Another, like they believe that there are 32 points in your head and also in your body, different points. And if you focus your energy, that's more of a hands-on. And that's something that during COVID, I haven't done much of just because, we've been kind of not touching people.
Yeah, yeah. So would that be kind of similar to like acupressure? You know?
No, actually, it doesn't require any pressure at all. It just requires like a focused intention in different points of the body to release anything that might be stuck or blocking.
Oh, that's nice. That actually sounds fascinating.
Hmm.
And so the last one here, Garcia Energetics. What is that?
Yeah, so that's formed that's a format of Chinese energy healing, specifically taught by Dr. Garcia. I've taken his class, and that uses a lot of like past life clearings, physical energy clearings. So uh, yeah, and Chinese, energy.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
Fascinating.
so it
Fascinating.
encompasses a lot of different things.
So you saw what do you teach? I mean, do you teach all this energy healing modality, different modality, or just intuitive development?
So what I teach is it's kind of a mixture of everything that I've learned. But going through some of the classes, like Tina, when I took your classes, it was affordable.
Yeah.
You made it accessible, right? But there are times when you take some of these other courses and it takes thousands and thousands of dollars. And so I wanted to bypass that. I wanted to ignite, people's like God-given gifts
Yeah.
of intuition and tapping into that. And
Yeah.
intuition is the basis for everything. That's what you use for medical mediumship. That's what you use for mediumship. That's what you use to do, intuitive work. And so I teach people how to ignite that within themselves.
I
And
love
then
that.
use it for all of those things, mediumship, medical mediumship. And then I teach specific like quantum touch. I teach that. I teach DNA theta. I teach how to do mediumship. And it's really, once you get past the I've never done it before, I don't know if I could do it, people amaze themselves.
Yeah. So true. They was like, oh, I cannot see, I'm not that psychic. Oh no, I'm not, I wasn't born with that gift.
Right. And I think I said that to you when I took your class.
Yes. Yusan said, I can't see, Tina. Did you say you're very left brain, And I'm
Yes.
like, no, you'll see. You'll see. And when she saw, oh my God,
So I teach people the same.
this lady, she's just like, Did you see all the stuff? Like, oh, you got very detailed for such a long time. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, and you're quick, very fast. This is from someone who said I couldn't see. This you would be a great example for your own student though, Yuson, because you
Mhm.
can give your own example for a student who's just like, I can't see, I'm not born with that. And you said, you look at me, I was there before, and you are so good. You're very vivid with your images that you saw in your clairvoyant. Amazing. That makes you an amazing teacher too with your heart. You always been gentle, always been kind. I like the fact that you said too, like the fee charge is it's just very affordable for people too. So they come, they can open up themselves, especially right now. A lot of people are struggling, and I always thought about that. Now, when are your next class coming up?
I actually have been so busy that I haven't scheduled my next class. My own personal workshops and also Dr. Bankston. He's working out his schedule, but again, he will be around February or March of next year. I am going to Egypt to the
You
pyramids.
are. When?
Yeah, in
When?
November. So I'm either going to have to schedule something before that or after in the new year. So
Well, what is this trip is about Egyptian? Is it spiritual trip?
it's going to be for me, but it's going to be with a group of other spiritually minded people, and we're going to do a whole tour for about 2.5 weeks of the pyramids and all of
No
the.
way. What date are
Yeah.
you going? What date are you going?
I'm gonna be there from November 18th through December 4th.
Oh, too bad. That's the day I'm coming back from Thailand. If it's like have a little
Oh,
space, I may join you guys.
oh my
Well,
gosh, that would have been
yeah.
awesome.
Listen, you have YouTube channel. You guys, you gotta follow Yuson. I'm gonna put her YouTube channel there. Follow her. Are you gonna do maybe live video over there when you're on your trip?
Well, you've inspired me, so
Please do
I
because a lot
haven't
of
done
people.
anything yet, but
how
yeah.
many how many Egyptian spiritual trip that a lot of people done, and you can show that to your students, and what can be done spiritually when they travel to a place like that, especially Egypt.
Mhm.
Egypt has been such an ancient Egyptian time has been such a very profound energy for a lot of people who are waking up right now. So
Right.
it would be nice. I'm gonna watch your video if you are doing that. Please do upload.
Okay.
So please give me your YouTube. I have your YouTube link. I saw that. I went, and definitely I'm gonna be interviewing Yuson more. Maybe she give a little tiny sample of a Akashic or mediumship, whatever, and then talk more about the healing. We may do a little bit of healing. You can experience her energy. The good thing is like when you discover someone, a teacher and a healer with such a beautiful heart like Yuson, you really, really can experience this full profound result. It's the heart to heart connection that you have with another energy. And I highly recommend Yuson, if you wanted to learn, open up your intuition, mediumship, and look at if you're into healing, my God, look at all these different modalities that you can offer to you guys at a very reasonable price too. Yuson, you got anything else that you would like to share with the audience, or motivation, advice, all that stuff through
Yeah.
yours?
I just want to say, the whole reason I got started is because I kept coming up on, blocks in my life, and I wasn't going as fast and as far as I would have liked in my career. And it wasn't until like I started seeing all of these quotes from Einstein and Steve Jobs and Richard Branson about the importance of intuition. I just want to say, it's super important for you to know yourself and to clear yourself and to really broaden your own innate abilities, God-given abilities, in order to create the best life ever. And if that's the only impetus to expand on your intuition, I would say, and it doesn't have to be with me, or Tina's an amazing teacher, and whoever it is, just go and really explore your abilities. It's going to open up your whole world.
You're an inspiration, Yuson, because you started off, those people that you used to see quotes, they're more like technical, scientific side, and you come from that side. you
Yep.
know. You started off from that side and also coming from a Christian background, and look at how much you have transformed, by you following your guidance. You already have that innate intuition that you follow synchronicity, and
Yeah.
that brought you into like finding yourself and become a healer, become a teacher, and consultant, helping people who wants to remove all these layers of patterns, you can move forward, especially right now with all this energy separating, some may call 3D and 50, some may call awakening or ascension, however you call it, different name, just the same energy, same meaning. And with all this what's going on in the world, you want to kind of step into your following your intuition and synchronicity, you know, check out Yuson. Yuson, I want to thank you so much for being here and sharing your energy and sharing your knowledge. And sign up on her website for newsletters for her next class, because she integrate all this technique, and I think it's amazing. And I saw her on the stage. She's taught so many people. And you get just in case you wanted to follow the path of teaching, you also offer the certificates too, right, Yuson?
Absolutely. Yes.
Certificates from Shin Healing Art School. So
Oh, thank you,
Yuson,
Tina. It was so good to see
thank you
you.
so much, and it's so good to see you again. I mean, and thank you for your time and your knowledge. You're just an absolutely beautiful. Thank you so
Feel the
much,
same about you.
guys. Don't forget, follow her YouTube, subscribe her YouTube, because you're gonna get a lot of learning from her. She hasn't uploaded much, lately, but she will now, because I told her she need to do that. She has a lot of gifts to share, so do that. Thank you, guys. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you. Until